Now this morning I had wanted to practice doing a little bit of turning using my roughing gouge, which I am not too familiar with. I've used a scraper pretty well 99% of the time. And I was thinking, if I had a dead center that I could put in the headstock that had a number 2 Morse taper, then, it'd be a lot easier because if I get a catch, it's going to slip. But the only dead center that I had was the one with the spurs on it. This is the one that came with the lathe. I've used it a few times. It works pretty good. But if you get a catch, these are going to dig in and it's going to want to keep the work turning on you. And I was thinking, well, what can I do here? And I knew that I had this extra drill chuck. This is the chuck that came with my drill press. And it wasn't really true, and so I replaced it with a different one, so I had this one on hand. And I thought, well, maybe what I could do is I could, put a spike or something in the end there and sharpen the end of it. And in other words, I wasn't really thinking because I had a piece of brass rod about 18 inches long. And all I had to do was cut off a couple of inches and turn this down. I just did it now. In fact, I haven't got it completely cleaned up here, as you can see. And what's going to happen is this can go in, and then it can be tightened in place. And there I am. I've got my dead center without the spurs. Now, I don't know how true this is going to be in the lathe because, like I said, the reason I replaced this is because it wasn't dead true. But I think it's going to be good enough for me. So let's go give it a try. Now, you've heard me say this before. This is actually the first time I've tried this, so you're going to see it along with me for the very first time. Well, let's run it. Well, I'm thinking right now it could be that chuck isn't as bad as I thought it was. Either that or maybe it was just doing a bad job on small diameter bits. This was turned down to 1/2 inch in there. Now I do realize I'm lucky enough to have a small metal lathe, so it was fast and easy to turn down here. However, I would not try to do this on a wood lathe with a piece of metal. But I was just thinking, why couldn't a person use a piece of hardwood and make something out of wood? I'll bet you it'd work, like a broom handle or something. Anyway, it's a thought. Just don't let it slip too long, or you'll have a workshop full of smoke. Anyhow, I'm ready to start practicing here, and I'm not gonna let you watch.